Back to Mr. Mogul Khan. Today's topic is going to be Egypt's new administrative capital. They're planning on completing it by December 2022, which everybody knows is never going to happen. This will obviously be delayed, and the best guesses is June 2023. Nobody buys it. Nobody's buying it. We know you can't do it. This is just big talk, nothing to back it up. If you want to understand better why a country, why a nation would embark on such a journey, we need to understand who is the father of this project. It's this man right here, Abdel Fattah el-Sisi. This is the guy responsible for this. Obviously, in his big brains, he has some superhuman kind of intellect. He thought about some new things. He was like, no, I need a bigger city, bigger buildings, all the stuff that anybody has in USA, in Europe. We want that right here, right now. There is nothing known as Dubai, no such thing as UAE. Everything's over here, right now in Egypt. So this guy, this super genius, super smart guy, he thought about building a new capital. And he was like, all right, I need a new capital city. I'm going to dream up my biggest, wildest fantasies, and I'm just going to hope it comes true, right? So, just look at this. These guys are planning a park, a multiple acre park in the middle of the desert. These high-rise buildings that serve no particular purpose, with the rents and the cost of these buildings far beyond what anybody, with the common people, can afford. So if we look at Zavia, this is a website. This is a website of UAE. Obviously, they have their interest in this project. So this is the current state of the new administrative capital, the NAC. So obviously, right here, all the spokespersons from the Egyptian government and from the other supporters of the dictatorships and of the military rulers, they're obviously saying that no, it's going very well. The people are starting to move in already. The government officials are starting to move in already. But we all know this is just a bunch of hoax. If you want something even remotely related to the truth, we're going to have to listen to outside independent sources. So this is a website, WordCrunch, all right? Now, these guys kind of try to tell the real story, although they also can't tell the whole story because, the government is strong. These kind of autocratic regimes, they tend to be stronger, right? So, this is where the reality comes forward. These guys tell the truth. This is somehow much closer to the truth, all right? So, he's like, let's consider the red flags. So this project is going to cost $58 billion, which is 45% of Egypt's external debt, which is actually $138 billion. So if you guys have enough money to spend on such huge mega projects, you might as well pay off your debt, no? So we'll find out. As is mentioned in this video article, 17 billion of those dollars have come from China. We know China's strategy, and if you don't know China's strategy, China is trying to buy out all the poor countries. It's giving away loans willy-nilly, and it knows none of the countries that it has given loan to are going to be able to return it. But China doesn't care. He has other ways. China has other ways of taking back what it owns. It can secure its interests. We know what it has done with Sri Lanka. It has taken over the ports. The same way it's trapping Pakistan, the same way it's trapping other African countries. Because China is serious about this stuff, all right? China wants to take over the world, whether by hook or by crook, all right? The other thing that we need to understand while talking about this capital, this new administrative capital of Egypt, would be the army's influence. All right, so where does the army come in? Obviously, this is all for the army. This is what the army is planning. An octagon. So you know how the US has Pentagon, The Egyptian army was like, we are so much more powerful and so much smarter, so much more capable than the US Army. Why not have an octagon? What the hell are we supposed to do with a pentagon when we can have an octagon? Let's have an octagon. Let's build ourselves an octagon. So this is what the Egyptian army is doing. This is what the Egyptians are doing, even though the Egyptians, most of the Egyptians still remain below the poverty line. The Egyptian government thought up this ridiculous idea that we're going to build a new capital. And this capital is going to be the best, the biggest, the most luxurious capital in the whole world. All right, we'll see how it goes. We know what's going to happen. Written right over here, it's going to be a ghost city. All right, just like so many ghost cities before, just like it's going to be a plunder of wealth. All right, you're just wasting your country's wealth because you're a dictator. You know this is the best you can do with the money. Spend it before you don't have a chance anymore. So we here at Mr. Mogul Khan will be keeping an eye on all these business ventures or misadventures, I would say. We'll also be keeping an eye on the Saudias, which MBS is planning, the linear city. We'll also be keeping an eye on that. All right. We'll keep an eye on this linear city, this 100-mile long city, because this is literally impossible. This is not the natural way of humans in, coexisting and inhabiting an area. This is not how humans work. These dictators, these rulers, they just want to spend money. They want to build something that is extravagant, just like the pharaohs built the pyramids. They serve no actual purpose. This is just for a good grand show. All right, so we'll keep you updated, we'll keep you posted. Keep in touch, subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon to receive the latest updates. All right, till the next time, goodbye.